I grew up with a Haida Gwaii Youth Soccer Association, or Haida Gwaii Soccer League, where a bunch of really cool dads got together and made soccer happen for the whole island. And it brought together over 500 kids every year. And it's now about 400, so I get to basically help support the soccer league that I started in grade 2. And then the other opportunities we had were swim lessons and pools. We're actually piloting the first swim lesson, waterfront swim lesson on Haida Gwaii since the pool closure in 2009. We're in the lunchroom right now at my old high school. We had high school dances here in this lunchroom, and I was on student council, and a group of us and a lot of us friends would sort of make these dances happen for ourselves. So we got taught young how to have a good time. And yeah, it's pretty fun to be back in the school working as a rec coordinator, where there's programs in the high school gyms every night, drop-in sports, and upstairs is a weight room that we help to make.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2026 Athabasca University Convocation. The ceremony will start in 30 minutes. All graduates should now be in gowning for lineup. Guests are invited to take your seats for the ceremony. Please don't sit in reserved areas unless you're directed to do so by an usher.
Allows you to balance all of it. The Athabasca experience has been around making sure you can still live in your hometown, or you can still live at home, still get a quality education, and still enjoy life.
I knew when I went into nursing I wanted to be a leader, and that was really where where my focus was. It's why I went back to school. It's where I wanted to end up. But I really took what I learned from being with patients and took it into that leadership. And as a leader and as a nurse leader, really wanted to create work environments for nurses that allowed every nurse in the unit to provide the kind of care I provided. I have a motto where you just ask for forgiveness, not for permission, and that's how you get things done. And so I think that's just been part of, my career and some of the things that I've done, that it just brings you joy. You know you've made a difference in the lives of people, that you're never gonna meet, right? But you just know that you're improving the health of people because you just won't take no for an answer. I could do it in the evenings or on weekends, and so I didn't have to stop my job and go back to school. I could do both at the same time, and so that made a lot of good sense financially, and just allowed me to keep moving forward with my career.
Our program in architecture is delivered through an open online format so that anyone, anywhere can study architecture. Communities all across Canada, in regional and remote areas, but also in Indigenous communities where access to education is very difficult. Our research, we focus on regenerative design and virtual design.
We use the definition of regenerative design as ecologically restorative, socially just, and culturally rich. That means that if we really want to solve the problem of climate change, we have to think in a comprehensive and interdisciplinary manner. The Makerspace is a very unique hybrid space that we have recently opened at our main campus at Athabasca University. Our goal with this space is to provide a learning and research experience which is second to none. And by providing students with the equipment that they need to investigate areas like regenerative design or like virtual design, we provide something very, very special here.
Well, it's so important. Where else does this exist? It took us a long time to get to the point where we could actually pull all of this technical, practical modeling kind of information together in one place, make it available to the university, the community, the campus as a whole, and to say, look, if you want to research how healthy buildings work or how they perform in real life, come to the Makerspace and you can make it happen here.
The Makerspace allows students to really bring their designs to the next level, either by 3D printing them into a physical 3D model or translating it into an augmented reality or virtual reality so that you can experience it through your own eyes and your own senses.
Virtual is kind of a really interesting opportunity in building design. We often think of it as part of the gaming industry, but for architects, it really starts to move the design from designing an object into designing an experience, so that the students become more advanced in design as they start to understand their impact on space in a virtual world.
The value of the space like this is to provide both researchers, students, and staff with state-of-the-art equipment so that they can explore their own areas of research. And we hope that this space will be used by all of the faculties at the university, but also by the town and region of Athabasca.
What we offer is accessibility to architectural education so that anyone, anywhere in Canada and around the world can learn about architecture if they want to. All of our students who are coming from different remote areas, communities all across Canada, and how they have been able to positively impact their own communities has been the most rewarding.
From the time I was young, I always enjoyed helping people. I always enjoyed having that connection, having that moment to spend with people, learning from them, even helping them through their vulnerable moments. And I think that that's where nursing was a great fit. It felt like it was a calling for me to get into that profession. The Ontario Black Nurses Network is a not-for-profit organization that I started 4 years ago to encourage people to find others that you felt comfortable with, that you could network with, who may have experienced the same barriers, challenges, but also to highlight and uplift our experiences. Looking back at that time when I started having our kids, I started realizing that I'd be in spaces where I was the only Black nurse. I thought about times where my behavior had to mold to be accepted with whatever environment I was in. I started seeing how people were seeing me. And I think I started thinking about how they're seeing me, they're seeing my children. Athabasca fit my life. I was able to go to school. I was able to nourish sort of that curiosity I had for learning and not take away from time with the kids. I didn't think this is the path that it would take me to with Athabasca. But I'm glad it did. You know, I'm really happy to receive this award.
IT over the past few decades has changed so much. New technologies have come out. Every time there was a new technology, I was in the position, I was in the more tech support area, and I had to learn that new technology and be able to apply it to what was going on in the company I was working for. In addition to learning new technologies, part of my role was to actually teach these new technologies to the people I was working with. I still am learning tech, and I just recently did a bit of programming to help my son with a challenge he had. I ended up using 3 different AIs to get it done. Online learning with Athabasca, I think, is a godsend to so many people. When I was chatting with other people at the Convocation, they were in, while totally different stages in their life than me, they were also in the position where it was critical to their success that online learning, where I don't need to be in a classroom, was available. I could not have gotten this degree if I had to go to a classroom. Athabasca and the online learning supported me getting this degree. Athabasca has been critical to my personal success, to achieving my personal goals, which was seriously exercising my brain.
Here at Athabasca University, the Faculty of Science and Technology offers in-person labs for various Center for Science programs. Our commitment to small lab sizes is unique and offers more one-on-one instruction and opportunities.
There are some skills that you can only do in a lab setting. You cannot teach these skills virtually. You need to have students on site and practice these skills manually. I really like the student contact. That's what makes all the effort worthwhile, because I get to see students in person, which is a privilege.
The hybrid model for me has been great. I'm at a stage of life where I have a career, I have a side business, I have 3 kids, they're all in competitive sports, so it's been a wonderful experience to go back, complete my degree at a pace that I can handle in an environment that really suits where I'm at in life. It's been nice with the in-person labs, getting to know a couple of people that are in the same programs or different programs, and we're all kind of communally here learning together.
Before I found Athabasca, I didn't think university was possible for me. Being part of a hybrid program has allowed me to acquire knowledge at home and then be able to tie that knowledge to the hands-on experience I need when I come to the university, which I think will really help me in the future when I go to work in a laboratory or try to get a job in this field.
If you have that inkling, if you've been considering going back to school, it's a great step and it's really easy to get started.
What working at the Brandon Police Service taught me about organizational culture is the impacts that the workplace has on individuals. A key interest of mine in the aspect of emergency services and organizational culture is resilience. And at the Brandon Police Service, I really learned firsthand why resilience is important in first responders. So even not being a first responder, working in a supporting role, I learned that we were dealing with a really difficult topic and we were always dealing with people on their worst day. The way I feel like I can make the biggest impact with my philosophy on the human aspect of work and effective leadership is by consulting and helping others become those types of leaders and then essentially enacting change in their organizations. So the biggest impact I could do is help others to have that impact in their organizations. Okay, I'm not old, but I'm not young. I have a family. I need to work. Athabasca University was the only open, flexible, and accessible option for somebody who's working full-time or needs to work around things on their own schedule. And also, when you're going back to university after a significant time in the workforce, there was some uncertainty there in my own abilities, and the open nature of Athabasca University made it an easier transition for someone, an adult learner, going back to school. Go for it. Take a chance on yourself, because I think you're going to be surprised at what you're capable of.
My daughter inspires me every day, and everything I do is for her, and so that we can have a better future. And she's the next generation, and I want her to be better than my generation. My name is Kethra Stewart, and I just completed the Master of Health Studies from Athabasca University. I'm originally from Saddle Lake Cree Nation, and I was adopted as an infant from foster parents. In my early teens, I struggled a lot with addictions and self-identity, and so I used a lot of drugs and alcohol to mask how I was feeling. By the time I was in my 20s, I had succumbed to a very dark side of my life, and I had to look at maybe getting treatment. So I went to treatment and I got my life in order because my life was falling apart. I lost my job, I lost my license, I lost my boyfriend at the time, and I really needed to get my life in order, and I had to make a big decision to accept treatment and get the help that I needed in order to change my life around. After I got sober, I decided to go back to school, and so I got my first aid certificate, then emergency medical responder, and I eventually ended up at Thompson Rivers University with a Bachelor of Health Sciences, and then with Athabasca University, I was able to continue that with Master of Health Studies. The focus of my master's degree was in leadership, focusing on Indigenous health through health promotion, and cultural safety training is mandatory, and this is through the calls to action and the truth and reconciliation, which I learned about at Athabasca University. A lot of the cultural safety training is geared towards healthcare professions so that they understand the Indigenous history in order to have better healthcare relationships with Indigenous people. It's imperative that we continue to do the best that we can for Indigenous people in enhancing their health. I feel like I'm making a difference because I was able to do a research paper that advocated for cultural safety training for my healthcare organization with massage therapy, and to really involve the cultural safety training aspects and the benefits that are imperative, that are incredibly changing people's lives. I love to play my cello. I've been playing since I was 3 years old, and I've performed in numerous of orchestras and solos and duets and quartets, and also Indigenous groups. The cello gives me peace and creates a place of serenity for me. It's my go-to place that I'm able to just relax and to be able to focus on just the music. Sharing the cello music with my daughter is a special gift. It's an honor to be her teacher and her mentor, but also to watch her thrive and to enjoy the music as well. It's been incredibly rewarding to teach my daughter Indigenous teachings, and it's amazing to see how well she's understanding where she's from and to self-identify and be proud of who she is and her Indigenous roots. I love being able to show her the culture and to teach her and to show that our culture is beautiful so that she can understand who she is and to grow up confident. Never in a million years would I've ever pictured myself being at where I'm at today. In my early recovery, I had only dreamt about some of the things that I'm achieving today as just a dream, just a pipe dream. And today, I've achieved more and then some of anything and any goal that I've ever wanted to accomplish.
Athabasca University's 2026 Convocation will start in 5 minutes. Please find your seat. Please do not sit in reserved areas unless you are directed to do so by an usher. Good morning and welcome. The procession is about to begin. If you are able, please stand for the procession and remain standing for O Canada.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated.
Athabasca University is located on Treaty 6, 8, and Métis lands. We respectfully acknowledge that we live and work on the traditional lands of the Indigenous peoples of Canada, and we honor the ancestry, heritage, and gifts of Indigenous peoples and give thanks to them.
Good morning, and welcome to Athabasca University's 2026 Convocation. I'm Catherine Swindlehurst, Provost and Vice President Academic at AU, and I'm honored to MC this morning's ceremony in our beautiful home community of Athabasca. As we open our ceremony, thank you, Galerie Keshavars, for sharing our land acknowledgement, and to Liana Chambers for singing our national anthem. AU graduates, you are truly special. Throughout your successful journey, learning, working, and living, well, just about, you showed why AU graduates are truly like no other. So I am profoundly excited to share this day with you. For me, this is the best day of the academic year. The day we come together with our faculties, our board, our home community to celebrate every one of our graduates, near and far, local to global, for all of your hard work, perseverance, and most of all, your accomplishment. Well done. You did it. So, on this amazing day, your day, take time after our ceremony this morning to enjoy all of our campus and our community has to offer with all of your family and all of your friends who are joining you today. We celebrate you. Please welcome Dr. Alex Clark, the president of the university, and Dr. Maria Campbell, elder in residence, for an offering and a prayer. Please stand now for the prayer.
Dr. Maria Campbell is the elder in residence at AU's Niskatewin, or meeting place. Elder Campbell is a Métis writer best known for her memoir, Half-Breed, which initiated a rebirth of Indigenous literature in Canada. She received an Honorary Doctor of Letters from AU in 2001, was made an Officer of the Order of Canada in 2008, and in 2025 was awarded the King Charles III Coronation Medal. Elder Maria can't join us in person today, but has recorded her prayer. In Maria's absence, AVP Indigenous Conciliation Priscilla Campo, please accept this gift of tobacco and also of ribbons. And on behalf of AU, I offer you this gift for Elder Maria to wish her good health and thank her for honoring us with her prayer.
Thank you, Dr. Clark. On behalf of Dr. Campbell, I accept this gift of tobacco and ribbons. Thank you.
Naska manu te pe tohtean ka pe piksquattago ka pe uhtena manuma. Nasko mawaka kioga ya sai sinwagu taka kiwiketsek tai sinimnawak. Ego minuke ka pe tohtetsek. Ego minuke kuskaya ka piksnamatsek. Nasko maw umaski utaka kiwiketsek kaya tai sinimnawak. Ego minä kahkiokimus on pannawak, kohkon pannawak, umuutta Athabasca kaisikatek. Hau kiumakatti peitsekein ikohken askumtan, umaka pemiukisakak, egomap matsuun kapea vihia. Ken naskum tuasem snanak, daisiin imnanak, ego kahkion kehteimnanak, miajavun ejatsik. Naskum niina. Kahkiogi kapeki sihtatsek, uskaja kapeks namatsek, vistaamina, anke kakiks namavatsek. Ja kuumamina, ks namatokamek. Kahkiouta, uja katoskeet naskoma, vai kuetsem nkakanuematsek. Haumina iikohken naskum tan bioma, ja kussi biota moi vahjau kapmpaik. Naskum kahkio kuahko makannawak. Ego kahkio minä psiskua kuutomaski kawikitsek. Kahkio kape mehatsek. Egon pika wikitsek. Ego kottakaksaka kajatsek. Ken naskum minä kahkio kiwajuta. Kasteko maski. Kahkio maski kivattekok. Kahkio mstewak. Makski kiisutak. Maskik jauta kauppikitsek, ego minä kahkiawan mä mitsuen kajaa. Ego ni minä kahkiawan askumtaan paui, iko kapektemaa keimiä. Kuitsem kaktemaa keimatseko kakisihtatsek, kakiseks naamavitsek, kawitsehatsek, kamiopaitseko makassi puhteetsek, ego kahkio utaisiin nimuava kakanuemmatsek. Kamio assaniik meskenau kawit mohteetsek, ja kamio paitsek. Hauminan kawin anaski, kistamina, kenen askum, neukuetsem, ksevatsuun kawitsehatsek ogekamskahkek, kawin tuotoskeetsek me. Kenen askum, nemossomakan neuapiek, skuahteemakakan vehtameek. Ego minä, assai minä, kaatipeitsekein, kohtauinau, kenen askumten. Kanuemnaan vitsehenaan. Kamio paija, keo kamiossek meskanau kausihtama vajakuk, kahkiok tuasemsnawak, kussemnawak, ktaisinimnawak. Hai, merci. Hai.
Thank you, Elder Campbell, for your opening prayer. Please be seated.
Thank you. Now please welcome Mr. Byron Nelson, Chair of AU's Board of Governors, followed by our President.
On behalf of the Board of Governors, a warm welcome to each of you as we gather together to celebrate AU's 2026 Convocation, AU's biggest gathering ever in its history here in Athabasca. Most especially graduates, congratulations to you. We are so very proud of each and every one of you today. You have truly climbed your mountain. And it takes 1,000,000 steps to climb a mountain, but as the saying goes, the best view comes after the hardest climb. Embrace the challenge, enjoy the air, and behold the view. And today, it's an amazing view for each and every one of you to take in and savor. In our board roles, it is truly special for us to meet you, to see your success, and to share everyone's smiles, to feel your joy, and listen to your stories. These convey the amazing people AU's graduates are, and the amazing difference AU makes from Athabasca in changing lives as a university like no other. Graduates, for your self-belief, your actions, and your discipline to take every step to reach today's peak, well done. And take pride, and remember that it's much easier to chart and start a course than to complete one. Terrain on your way up can be steep and precarious. You've personally carried weighty loads, studying while you live and work, bringing up your family, holding down your job, contributing to your community. And our long journeys don't always go according to plan. My own time at university was very demanding, but I was young and it was before I'd started my career and family. So I stand in awe of the travels that you, our graduates, have undertaken. But as mountaineer Conrad Anker reminds us, the summit is what drives us, but the climb itself is what matters. Remember, graduates, all you've learned about yourself on your journey. Your character mattered, not because the climb was easy, but because it was hard. And reflecting on my own view from here, I'm especially proud and grateful to celebrate you here in AU's home. Athabasca is a very special place for myself and for all of our board to come together to celebrate Convocation once more. Please, everyone, take time during the rest of this special day to enjoy our campus and the town and region. At Convocation this year, there's a record number of campus attractions to enjoy, with a record number of graduates and guests too. So in closing, graduates, remember, as this journey ends, your next journey begins. Let's enjoy the peaks of today together and be open to the new heights of tomorrow. Thank you, and again, congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Okay, I wanted to do a quick check-in with everyone. Is there anyone here today, I don't know, who is happy? If so, let me hear a big cheer. And guests, honorable and dishonorable. Don't you look good? If you are proud of your graduate today, let's hear an even bigger cheer. And the most important people, graduates, if you are proud of each other and most of all yourself today, let's hear the biggest cheer of all. Well, graduates, today truly is your special day in our beautiful home of Athabasca to come together to celebrate you and all that you've accomplished, your dream, your journey, and your success. Indeed, graduates, as you cross the stage in a few moments, you will never be the same again, as each of you joins a unique galaxy of stars, a stellar body that's been shining now for over 1,000 years, the world's university graduates. Now, with over 500,000 educated at AU, our graduates form a constellation like no other. We are proudly the University of Access and Opportunity and Community Impact, where we educate some of our most qualified professionals. And this year, at our largest ever convocation, 75% of our graduates are women. 70% are first in their family to go to the university because of AU. Absolutely. Because of AU, we value most not where you've come from, but only where you dreamed to go. And today, graduates, your dream came true. So we celebrate all of your journeys in all of the ways. And as we do so, let's breathe in and be present here today as we look back, we look around, and look forward. Look back and remember that moment, all those years ago when you decided that you wanted more opportunity, and more learning. Remember the hard work and the sacrifices and the tough learning that found you since. Those late nights and those early mornings, there was never any doubt. Okay, there were lots of doubts. No, there was never any doubt. And celebrate your journey, not despite it being tough, but because it was tough, especially those parts that were toughest. That's something I know personally all too well. And I was a struggling C- undergraduate student in my second year at university in Glasgow, and my marks were trending down. And after yet another bad grade, I was in crisis. But beyond my fear, I was about to fail university for a second time. I realized that my issue wasn't my effort or my attitude, but it was that I'd never learned how to learn. And that very day, I went to the bookstore and began what has become a lifelong practice of mind mapping. 2 years later, I graduated with the highest mark in my course ever, and 32 years later, as of today, I still mind map every day. My life changed my learning, but my learning changed my life. And our journeys don't just change us as people, but for people and for communities. And graduates, so look around, pause and be still in gratitude, to appreciate in the now, in your mind and in your heart, all those people who helped you on your journey. Some are here today in person, still showing up for you. And remember too, those who are not here, whether close by, in distant places, or now, only in distant memories. So many people help us on our journeys. Graduates, please show appreciation for the special people who are here and beyond, who helped you to succeed today. And so to look forward, because today is not an end, graduates, but just a beginning. So as you stride across this stage in a moment, remember, you will never be the same again. As graduates of AU, you build on 1,000 years of the past, those who've come before you to step stark face to face in the trickiest challenges of tomorrow. And it's a world that's never been in need of more of your efforts. As innovators, as trailblazers, as community builders, as advocates and artists, as mind mappers and glass ceiling shatterers. In your amazing next step as an AU graduate, what will your highest contribution be? To each of you, congratulations, walk tall, shine bright, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson and Dr. Clark. Today is truly about togetherness. As we look around this room, we are together. A vital part of this is our amazing Athabasca community. I now invite a special supporter of AU, His Worship Rob Belay, Mayor of the town of Athabasca, for welcoming remarks on behalf of the region.
Welcome, grads, family, and friends. I'm Rob Belay, the mayor of the town of Athabasca. I'm so pleased to see you here today in Athabasca celebrating Convocation in the heart of Athabasca University. How many of you here for the first time today? Please raise your hands. Wow, that's amazing. Welcome, everybody. I hope you enjoy your time in our beautiful community. There's so much to do. Whether you're into paintballs or golf balls, we got a championship course, or you're into wildlife or water, unique shops, or unique camping. AU has been vital to us for more than 40 years. Many of our community members have studied and worked at the university. We're proud and excited about all the university and its students have done in the past and all they will do in the future. Most of all today, we're excited to celebrate your success with you here in Athabasca. What a special day. Today is even extra special for me as I have a family member, my niece, crossing the stage with all of you today. I know you have worked long and hard to get to this day. We admire the courage and the determination you have shown, and we applaud your incredible accomplishment. On behalf of the entire community, my heartfelt congratulations. Please enjoy your time here in Athabasca, and thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Belay. And now I would like to invite Dean Stephen Johnson to introduce our honorary degree recipients.
In recognition of outstanding contributions that have enriched our broader society and culture, as well as the university, please welcome today's honorary doctorate recipient, Sharlene Rutherford. Today, we recognize Sharlene Rutherford for her vision, advocacy, and philanthropic efforts to improve women's health. A former broadcast journalist and editor, she joined the Royal Alexandra Hospital Foundation, where she supported the Lois Hole Hospital for Women capital campaign. At the time, the $22 million campaign was the largest fundraising contribution in the foundation's history, and led the creation of 3 research chairs in women's health. An alumni of the MBA program, Ms. Rutherford was named president and CEO of the Royal Alexandra Hospital Foundation. She also established the Alberta Women's Health Foundation and co-founded the Women's Health Collective Canada, which is the largest non-government funder of women's health research in Canada, and is a leading advocate for a national women's health framework. In 2022, she received the Queen Elizabeth II Platinum Jubilee Medal. Ms. Rutherford, please join Dr. Clark, Board Chair, Mr. Nelson, and Dr. Manajay Manani, Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, to present you with the Honorary Doctor of Laws.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair, Dr. Clark, Dr. Swindlehurst, Dr. Manani, distinguished guests of the platform party, Mr. Mayor, all of you gathered here today, and to the graduates, my hearty congratulations and my sincere thanks to each one of you. Receiving an honorary degree from Athabasca University is an extraordinary recognition, and I am humbled to get to share in your special day. Convocation is the culmination of hard work and sacrifice and the satisfying conclusion to a decision that you made many months ago when you decided to invest in yourself and in your future. I remember making that decision when I started an Athabasca University MBA in 2016. That decision changed the trajectory of my career and informed a movement in women's health and health research that has grown and which now spans across Canada. I'm going to use this time to talk a little bit about the not-for-profit sector and the power it has to change lives, influence government, shape policy, and really advance society forward. Maybe some of you in this room already are considering or already have a career working in the not-for-profit sector or the social sector, as it is also referred to. If you're considering it, particularly in the healthcare charitable sector, I'd be delighted to have a conversation with you. This is a sector that delivers a big lift, ignites a fulfilling career, and makes a difference to individuals and the collective along the way. Embarking on an Athabasca MBA was integral to my advancement because I was immediately leveraging the academic lessons that I had into practical applications in my workplace with great results, from the division of labor and job design to recognizing and correcting inefficiencies in our CRM platforms, to recognizing having the right people in the right role doing the right work at the right time. The MBA challenged me. The coursework was not easy, and midway through the program, I received a cancer diagnosis. And my course of treatment meant a delay in my completion. The cancer didn't kill me, but the course on managerial economics and quantitative analysis almost did me in, that's for sure. Some of you will know that. Ironically, but not surprisingly, philanthropy played a major role in my treatment as a state-of-the-art robotic surgical system and its newly acquired Firefly technology, which seeks out cancerous lymph nodes in your system and help surgeons see them much clearer in order to eliminate them, had been purchased and installed at the Lois Hole Hospital for Women. That was a campaign that I had helped work on with some community leaders. So it really felt full circle that I would there be now in the surgery looking up at this incredible piece of technology. So you can see that the social sector, which operates on a massive scale, drives progress in ways that impact people very personally. Often, people don't realize that large not-for-profits actually function as any large business does, and that entrepreneurial thinking, combined with the ability to spot gaps, can ignite the mission purpose similar to the development of a new product line. The social profit sector actually accounts for 8.5% of Canada's GDP, generates more than $220 billion in economic activity, and employs nearly 3 million Canadians, more than the retail, the mining, or the transportation sectors. Not-for-profits solves problems. There is a direct line of sight between the completion of my MBA and the start of both the Alberta Women's Health Foundation and Women's Health Collective Canada, the latter of which is now the largest funder of women's health research outside of government. More than 1,000 researchers across Canada are supported through this collaboration, all advancing women's health. Thank you. Thank you. If I can leave one piece of advice to the graduates today, it would be to make the conscious decision to make gratitude your lifelong partner. And the president spoke so eloquently about gratitude. Pour gratitude a cup of coffee in the morning and take it with you on your way to work. Gratitude helps to keep you humble, and it makes you keenly aware of what might be missing, and it gives you the state of mind to fill it. And when gratitude hangs out in the same room as perseverance, persistence, and hard work, your thinking and your countenance attracts collaborators that can change the world. Each of us has that potential inside of us. It's what got all of you here today, celebrating the promise you made to yourself many months ago. These are the same ingredients that will inform how you approach tomorrow and all the tomorrows to come, no matter what sector you're working in, and the vision you have for your own success. It's been my honor to share with you today. Once again, my sincere and hearty congratulations to all of you and your family and friends who are here to celebrate your massive achievements. Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations again to you. Please join me in thanking and recognizing Dr. Sharlene Rutherford. We now get to the best bit. That was good. The best bit, of course, is about our graduates. Mr. Board Chair, Provost Swindlehurst, please now join me for the conferring of degrees.
All right. I ask each student to stand to make the graduate promise. Excellent. Mr. Chair, Mr. President, and members of the board, I present to you the petition. I ask that these graduates, having fulfilled all of the requirements of the statutes of Athabasca University, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
On behalf of the Board of Governors of Athabasca University, I declare this petition granted.
I ask the students to stay standing as the graduate promise is read, and then to respond, I do so promise at the end. Students, as a graduate of Athabasca University, do you promise to maintain the highest standards set by those alumni who came before you and to uphold the university's values of integrity, community, adaptability, respect, and excellence? Do you promise to continue to seek knowledge and express your ideas and to acknowledge your limitations and mistakes so that you may learn from them? Do you promise to encourage and champion the pursuits of your fellow community members? Do you promise to act in a manner that is inclusive of all individuals and to respect the rights, differences, and dignity of others without judgment or discrimination? Above all, will you aspire to use the knowledge, skills, and wisdom that you required for the betterment of all? Do you promise this finally to yourself, your family, your community, and your university?
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the General Faculties Council of this university, I admit you and those in absentia to the degree, diploma, or certificate to which you are entitled, and confer upon you all powers, rights, and privileges and responsibilities pertaining to that credential. Please, graduates, be seated.
Good afternoon. My name is Shauna Zenteno, and as the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology, with my colleague Simone Sige, Interim Dean, Faculty of Graduate Studies, it is our honor to celebrate the students in our faculties. We couldn't be prouder of your accomplishments and you. Our Faculty of Science and Technology graduates are ready to take the stage.
Hold on. Loris, we don't have mics. Oh, we're up. We're good. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of Master of Science, Computing and Information Systems.
Brandon Bursey.
Kevin Hagegat.
Ellie Hajarian.
Patrick Ouellette.
Twyla Susay.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Science, Computing and Information Systems.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Graduate Certificate Information Technology Management.
Rima Al-Said.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Graduate Certificate Information Technology Management.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Bachelor of Science.
Kaya Anderson, with great distinction.
Jessica Beckler.
Harshbir Brar.
Kara Day.
Hayden Harrison, with distinction.
Ali Naveed.
Rebecca Pomerlow, with distinction.
Samuel Prott.
Dionysius Rajan.
Zia Rizwan.
Star Sinclair.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Science.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of University Certificate, Computing and Information Systems.
Delwyn Lois.
Graham Travis Stewart. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the University Certificate, Computing and Information Systems.
This concludes the Faculty of Science and Technology.
Congratulations to the graduates of the Faculty of Science and Technology. Now, before continuing the formal program and the presentation of degrees to the graduates of the Faculty of Health Disciplines, wait for it, we are honored to welcome Zach Mustas Willier, a Cree and Métis singer, songwriter, and fiddler from Sucker Creek First Nations. In 2022, Zach was invited by the Royal Canadian Geographic Society to represent Western Canada at the UNESCO Decade of Indigenous Languages launch in Ottawa. And earlier this year, claimed the #1 spot on the Indigenous Music Countdown with his single, Sad Songs. Today, he joins us to celebrate our graduates with a performance of the Red River Jig. Please help me welcome Zach.
Congratulations, folks, and thank you very much for having me. Here's the old Red River Jig, and if you feel so inclined to jig, then absolutely.
Thank you, Zach, for such an energizing performance. You had my toes tapping the whole time. As Dean of the Faculty of Health Disciplines, it is now my honor to join my colleagues from the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Simone Sigu, for the Faculty of Health Discipline graduates. We couldn't be prouder of your accomplishments and all that you've done. It looks like our graduates are ready to take the stage.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present the graduands for admission to the credential of the Postmaster's Diploma Nurse Practitioner.
Nargis Moradi.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Postmaster's Diploma Nurse Practitioner.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of Postmaster's Certificate in Counseling.
Monica Nguata.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Postmaster's Certificate in Counseling.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of the Master of Counseling.
Melody Ball.
Aaron Avenant. Sofia Barkova, gold medalist.
Claire B.
Amy Bell.
Jenna Bloomhagen.
Lindsay Carver.
Austin Chan.
Genesis Flores Sanchez.
Lauren Fuller.
Tristan Fung.
Avery Howes.
Sarah Imray.
Omid Lakhani.
Ian Magega.
Michaela Ma.
Teresa Melinda Maybury.
Marcel Monette.
Jamie Morales Hernandez.
Jaden Moretta.
Christina Nuttall.
Jaya Obidia.
Entella Rappi.
Hannah Roth.
Perry Seaben.
Yan Wang.
Heather Watson.
Alyssa Ray Wilson.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Counseling.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of Master of Health Studies.
Mary Lou Albers.
Sarah Elliott.
Jessica Hart.
Anastasia Nicole Dorothy Ann Hogan.
Tasnia Kazi.
Jennifer Kildare.
Mia Lynchbury.
Megan McNabb.
Alexiana Nemhard.
Melanie Petra.
Gregory Sikora.
Rachel Wilson.
Melissa Wiseman.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Health Studies.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of Master of Nursing, Nurse Practitioner.
Janet Adeshita.
Deanne Brown.
Bernice Chan.
Chibazor Ironini.
Nicole Fredette.
Samantha Giesbrecht.
Andra Gregory Hart.
Vicky Guitar.
Amanda Hart.
Sherilyn Ashley Hazel.
Shayna Hovde.
Allison Hughes.
Kanwar Kaur.
Natalie Kurtz.
Nikita Malhotra.
Jessica McNeil.
Kristen Mins.
Anush Mir.
Sasha Pays.
Nargis Nazirani.
Gurpreet Sandhu.
Shannon Sanguez.
Chippy Thankachan.
Jennifer Bildson.
Andrea Van Loon.
Michelle Variet.
Shayna Vicenzino.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of Master of Nursing, Nurse Practitioner.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduands for admission to the credential of Master of Nursing.
Brandy Antley.
Madeline Aylward.
Angelique Brisson.
Melissa Bruce.
Chantel Keynes.
Mike Daryl Chan Lee.
Emily Chapeau.
Jennifer Chip Smith.
Beverly Chung Brown.
Bethany Croak.
Megan Crosby.
Chantel Cunningham.
Sarah Pilar Dares.
Goldie Dillon.
Marta Finkel.
Chanel Gallant.
Mandeep Gill.
Blake Gobey.
Linda Green.
Margaret Hall.
Janelle Head.
Ashley Heward.
Christy Lynn Kostanen Hemperek.
Kamoy Kitson.
Domenica Timotea Lavecchia.
Missy Lawhead.
Carly Lineweber.
Rebecca La Sauvage.
Justine Walker.
Chrissy Lockhart.
Tamara Lysette.
Candace Ann Mitchell.
Sydney Mosiak.
Chantal Pakalak.
Sheree Patterson.
Jenny Redpath.
Denise Riggs.
Daniel Salcedo.
Janet Sawatsky.
Isabel Skiltice.
Shaganpreet Sharma.
Candace Simmer.
Natalia Stovacek.
Shalina Thawer.
Sandy Therail.
Tessa Unger.
Dana Walker.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Master of Nursing.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of Bachelor of Nursing.
Claudette Aboudi. Folayemi Abolante.
Amber Adam.
Montserrat Adeyemi, with distinction.
Eseyome Igbe.
Oseatin Ihobaku.
Edibisola Aina.
Aminat Alimi, with distinction.
Jamdark Amwajpour, with distinction.
Osayalo Arebun, with distinction.
Benita Arial.
Monica Bailey.
Mojisola Balogan.
Catrice Bosa McLeod.
Dion Bennett.
Brittany Black, with distinction.
Brooklyn Braxton.
David Kaibigan.
Wahida Hannah Shaheen, with distinction.
Vanessa Chambers, with great distinction.
Neki Chibuko, with distinction.
Caroline Chizeppo, with distinction.
Mackenzie Ruzicki.
Mary Grace Dela Cruz.
Isata Duan.
Paulina Durka, with distinction.
Effie Ade, with distinction.
Edith Edamwanyi, with distinction.
Belinda Adobe and Yenaya, with great distinction.
Nicole Erickson.
Kaylee Evans, with distinction.
Emily Everett.
Chidima Ezinkwo.
Mandeep Gill.
Vanessa Gillespie.
Aaron Juti with distinction.
Leslie Camden Waji.
Samantha Cora with distinction.
Laura King.
Esther Knapp with distinction.
Jessica Krasner.
Tracy Lee with distinction.
Susan Makanda.
Ravneet Manger with great distinction.
Gugu Mapanga with distinction.
Quinton Martin.
Taylor Miller with distinction.
Kate Kyunghwa Min with distinction.
Kendra Mitchell with distinction.
Patience Muchena with distinction.
Frida Moradi.
Tyrion Murphy with distinction.
Juliana Ahechi Woso.
Esther Obo.
Hannah Odiokosa with distinction.
Blessing Okafor with distinction.
Olide Olardemeji with great distinction.
Oluwaseun Onifade with distinction.
Ure Onwuka.
Augustina Oragwam with distinction.
Cassandra Osagi, with distinction.
Ekta Patel, with distinction.
Caitlin Peterson.
Virginia Perez Alvarez.
Katie Fuiragas.
Catherine Putinen.
Lynn Ramirez.
Curran Razak.
Ellen Riordan, with distinction.
Helen Salga, with distinction.
Suzanne Samuj.
Lyraneth Sanares.
Kaylee Smith.
Aretha Stewart, with distinction.
Sadatu Taiwo Pelamo, with distinction.
Jaslyn Tokason, with distinction.
Nicole Wilson.
Camille Wilson, with distinction.
Jessica Wolf Tail, with distinction. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Nursing.
Mr. Chair and Mr. President, I have the honor to present these graduates for admission to the credential of Bachelor of Health Administration.
Sydney Eileen Digwell, with distinction.
Megan Hogg.
Kimberly Leppington.
Alyssa Mazareu. Mr. Chair and Mr. President, this concludes the presentation of the Bachelor of Health Administration.
Congratulations to the graduates of the Faculty of Health, disciplines. Now, we will celebrate the recipient of the Governor General's Medal, and I will ask Dean Stephen Johnson to join me. The Governor General's Medal was established to recognize outstanding scholastic achievement, and it is one of the most prestigious academic awards in Canada. The Gold Medal recognizes a graduate student with an exemplary academic record who contributes to society through their professional contributions, research, and leadership. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Louise Arbour, Governor General of Canada, I am pleased to present the Gold Academic Medal to Sofia Barkova.
It's a privilege for me, as the Dean of the Faculty of Health Disciplines, to congratulate Sofia Barkova. Sofia is an exceptional scholar whose academic excellence, innovation, and leadership distinguish her as an outstanding graduate student. Sofia completed her Master of Counseling degree with a perfect 4.0 GPA. An achievement that reflects not only remarkable discipline, but also deep intellectual engagement. What truly sets Sofia apart is her ability to combine rigorous scholarship with innovation. She incorporated tools in her learning journey, such as stop-motion animation, role play, and visual storytelling, elevating the learning experience with her peers. Sofia's capstone project focused on equity-oriented family interventions in cancer care. It has gained national attention and is positioned to make a meaningful contribution in psychological oncology. Congratulations to Sofia, recipient of the 2026 Governor General's Gold Medal.
Let's hear it again for our gold medal recipient, please. Well, may I echo the official congratulations to each and every one of today's Athabasca University 2026 graduates. Your next journey starts here, and for some words of wisdom for that journey, I'm now going to introduce Brittany Hollett, an Athabasca University board member and also 2 times alumni of AU's Master of Nursing in 2022 and his MBA in 2025, who will now address our new graduates, now alumni of AU. Please join me in welcoming Brittany.
Class of 2026. Now that you've crossed that stage and received your credentials, it's official. You are no longer AU students, you are AU alumni. As a fellow alum, it means the world to me to stand before you today and congratulate you on your achievements. As a member of the class of 2022 and 2025, I remember well my own journey. My fellow students encouraged me, studied with me, and got me through some tough moments. To the class of 2026, you're sitting amongst hundreds of people who understood what it took to get here. I encourage you to celebrate together today and keep those connections into the future. Now that you're an AU alum, you will forever be a part of a community of fellow alumni who contribute to inspiring one another beyond the walls of the university. Your achievements demonstrate what is possible when determination meets access and opportunity. And we genuinely want to stay connected with you as your journey continues. We'd love to hear where life takes you and the impact you're making in your career, your community, and beyond. And one more thing, there will be an alumni booth at the campus celebration following the ceremony. Come and say hello. We'll have information on the benefits of lifelong learning opportunities we've curated just for you. We'll also have a commemorative pin for you. We hope that when you wear it, you think of this day, your fellow graduates, and those who shared it with you. Congratulations, class of 2026. Welcome to the AU alumni community.
Thank you, Brittany. Well, to close our ceremony, I would now like to ask AVP Indigenous Conciliation, Priscilla Campo, to share the story of the ribbons, a traditional gift from AU, which graduates can be used to guide you as you seek to make your highest contribution as alumni. And she will also bring some exciting news for next year's convocation. Please join me in welcoming Priscilla.
Thank you, President Clark. A gift of ribbons is available to you as a student graduating from Athabasca University. Please come visit us at the Nuxcatuan Center later today to receive this gift from us and meet the elders that help shape our futures here at the university. Historically, different colored sticks were used as offerings in ceremonies, but those were eventually replaced by cloth and ribbons. We use ribbons as offerings and as part of this convocation ceremony. This gift of ribbons is given to you, the graduate, as we honor and pay respect to the hard work you have put into your education. The four colors, white, yellow, red, and blue or black, represent the four seasons, the four parts of our being: spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional, the four hills of life: infant, childhood, adulthood, and old age, and the four directions. As part of the teachings, the following colors are used to represent these elements. White is for the north, the season of winter. Old age and the white bear. It is a time of achievement, knowledge, and understanding. Rose is for the east, the season of spring, babies and children, and the place of red bear. The time for new life and where we envision and plan for the future. Yellow is for the south and the season of summer, adolescence and young adulthood. The place of the yellow bear and a time of growth and hard work. Blue is for the west, the season of autumn, mature adulthood, and the black bear. It is a time for reflection, dreaming, prayers, and harvest. Bears are protectors of family and community, and they are the medicine keepers. As we travel through each direction, we honor and respect all of Wekotowin, the Cree laws governing relationships to all things in our world, to the living and dead, animate and inanimate, spiritual and physical beings. With these ribbons, we honor the path to knowledge and the hard work done by you, the students. We wish for you a balanced life in all of your being, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional, on your path towards Mio Pimatsuin, the good life. Our wishes, our best wishes on your journey. Following this year's convocation ceremonies, we will be respectfully retiring the mace you see here. We are grateful to have had this mace part of our story, our identity, and our journey as a university working towards conciliation. We are grateful to have had benefactors who thought ahead about Indigenous inclusion at the university. AU also continues its journey, especially around conciliation. As part of this, we will be introducing a new mace to lead our convocation ceremonies next year. Crafted and gifted by Tahltan Tlingit artist Dempsey Bob, this will be a symbol of our continuing work with Indigenous nations and communities. We will be unveiling the new mace in the coming months and sharing more information on how the current mace will remain a part of AU. Thank you.
Thank you, Priscilla. And for anyone here, if you wish to have your own gift of ribbons to take home, please visit the Niskatewin Centre in our main campus across the road. As our ceremony now draws to a close, graduates, thanks go to everyone who supported you to get here once more. Family, friends, colleagues, fellow students who helped you climb your mountain. Graduates, please now show your recognition for their contributions to your success.
Now, in terms of contribution, it means a lot to host our convocation here in Athabasca. It's an amazing day, and indeed, the magic doesn't happen by magic.
Indeed, so please now join us to express gratitude to everyone who went the extra 10 miles to make today's convocation so great. To all our AU colleagues and instructors here as volunteers or as part of their job, you are amazing. Thank you.
To Convocation's community volunteers, our ASL interpreters, and staff of 4 dozen local businesses, thank you.
To our Board of Governors, including Chair Myron Nelson and Vice Chair Terry Lovelace, thank you.
And to all those who helped make this convocation our biggest and our best ever, please, let's all show our gratitude.
Now, like good wine or a good mocktail, Convocation Day is good to the very last drop. So graduates, I invite you after the ceremony closes to join us for a celebration lunch at the multiplex and then across the street on AU main campus. Lunch runs all afternoon, so there's no rush. Explore campus, take photos of the grounds, come back, take it all in. There will be activities. There will be ice cream, snacks, and live music and entertainment, and you will see firsthand how AU's campus is growing and how we go from local to global every other day.
So please join me in offering a final and well-earned round of applause and congratulations to this year's graduates. And one more thing. For the graduates who want to share in the convocation tradition, you can throw your caps up in celebration, so everybody rise. Are we ready? All right, in 3, 2, 1, go! Now, while everybody scrambles to find their hat, the rest of us, if we can please rise and just stay at your seats until the platform party, members of the board, members of faculty, and all the graduates leave the hall. Thank you so much for a great day.